Black. This is our first episode. We are so excited to be launching this podcast.
Yo. We here.
Talking about everything Black, Black fashion, Black designers, Black everything. So this is our first episode. And of course, before we start talking, we need to introduce ourselves. So I'll kick things off to Chuck to let everyone know who he is.
Hi, my name is Chuks. I'm a PG County native. Lover of fashion. I think my love for fashion really blossomed when I took a couple fashion classes toward the end of my college run. I was actually only accounting major in both of my fashion classes, but that kind of like planted a seed, and I knew I always wanted to get back to it. Just lover of everything dope, great taste, high intellect. Where all that meets, you can catch me for real. So that's what's up.
Hi, everyone. My name is Andima Umaran, and my story with fashion is a little bit roundabout. I fell in love with fashion really early, had a bunch of Vogue magazines, was really into, everything that my mom was wearing and everything that my aunts were wearing. And from there, I started to learn how to sew. So I taught myself how to sew, and I actually made my prom dress. And that was my first foray where I knew I wanted to go to FIT or something like that and do fashion design. Long story short, that did not work out for me.
Because you're Nigerian like me and like Esan. Y'all know how that goes.
Well, that's part of it. But also, I think I also realized that, I wanted to chase money a little bit more. Not saying that you can't pursue fashion and make money and things of that nature, but I think I had this little Nigerian parent sitting on my shoulder saying, "Oh no, that's not going to turn into anything." And so I was like, "Okay, it's all about the money." But things are coming full circle right now. I feel like, because I realized that I still love fashion. I still care about it. It's really important to me. And while I may not be in the fashion industry in more of kind of like a mainstream type of way, there's now this avenue to talk about fashion and what it means to me in this new world where it's not just about, haute couture and Vogue and women's wear daily. That's not the only world of fashion. I think that kind of is what brought me back to fashion. And so I'm excited to be talking about all things Black in fashion on this podcast.
Cool. My name is Esan. I am a musician. I'm an artist, and fashion is always at the center of all types of art. Your favorite musicians all have their own style. I think I've been, like the Forrest Gump of subcultures. I've been a skater. I've been into all my rock shit. I've been on my rap shit. And, all of those subcultures have their own vibes, which today usually gets packed and rolled up in the streetwear, but definitely would consider myself like somebody who is wrapped up in that world, from my early teenage years. And, always looked up to people like the Pharrells or like the early on, Kanye's, people that were kind of introducing alternative Black culture into streetwear and everything that's turned into present day. So definitely love all Black designers. A big Pyer Moss head or head ass if you're from the DMV. Love Jerry Lorenzo. I love Telfar. I love all the Black designers that's doing their thing. The OGs like 10 Deep for sure. Brand Black and Filling Pieces on the shoes. So they are the here take my money group for me. So that's where we at.
All right. Well, before we talk about the podcast and what we're going to talk about today, what's everybody wearing? I'll kick things off.
Okay.
So I'm wearing Dreams of Triumph. They're a local DC brand. I got this sweatshirt at a pop-up store at Big Chief. R.I.P.
Big Chief.
And the tequila parties and Joy Club.
Yeah.
Bacon Bear, come on the pod. Please come on the pod, Bacon Bear.
Damn, I miss Big Chief. And then these are Pharrell and Adidas. I think this is called Human was what he called the partnership.
Yeah, Human Race.
A Human Race.
Yeah.
So I have a sweatshirt from that line as well as sneakers, which I'm like, what the hell is this on my sneakers right now? But yes.
I'm wearing This is my favorite bucket hat. I try not to wear it too much. This is like, I've had this hat probably for like at least a decade. I think this is I think this is a Stussy joint. This is back in the days where Karma Loop was still alive. I used to be on there all the time. This is an off black shirt. This was created by Nicky Chulo. He's a very accomplished, very well-known graphic designer. He's done a lot of like single art and probably some album art for some of your favorite artists. He's also worked behind the scenes on the collaboration Issa Rae just had with Converse as well too. And just pair of Jordan 1 shadows. So, Esan.
I feel it. Yes sir. Some slight today. Salute, Ankara, bandana. That's just my own. For now, coming soon. Hush hush. This is a Bleacher Report collab with Wale, Washington Bullets jersey, so designed by Folarin himself. I bang with the Pan-African kind of colors and shit. It's dope.
Folarin, come on the pod.
Please come on the pod. Wale is the undisputed king of sneakers. Y'all young niggas don't know shit about sneakers. Like, Wale got all the SBs. Y'all just got your mothers to help you cop off eBay.
Wale
like,
probably don't even know all the sneakers he got.
Yeah, I doubt. Yeah, like no Wale slander on here. I see Complex with all the like Travis Scott is the king of sneakers. Weird shit. Y'all niggas need role models. And speaking of feet, on the feet, I got the good old white on white Air Forces Rockefeller edition, of course, because not the regular shit.
I mean, why not?
Not yeah. Hove, come on the pod. Like that's the only joint that you can't say with a straight face. That's the only joint. Yeah. Jay, come on the pod.
We reaching high, okay?
Yeah. But for real, Hove,
Beyonce, come on the pod since we already here.
We already here.
Rihanna, what's up?
I would just be on the pod like this. I couldn't say shit.
So this podcast kind of spawned from, so I always wanted to do something kind of fashion related. And I've known Andima since high school, and she tweeted out that she wanted to do a podcast. So I was like, all right, let's get it. So, that was just like kind of like the beginning. And then we met a couple times, started like ironing out the details, kind of the direction where we wanted to go, our ideas. And then as we were going, we definitely wanted more than just us two. So we wanted at least one or two more hosts, and we both knew Esan, and it just made sense. So that's kind of how like this formed. But basically with this podcast, we kind of want to democratize fashion. Kind of feels like, fashion has always been this thing that you can't really touch. It's really something that a lot of people don't know about. Like if you look at like something comparable like the music industry, like a lot of producers, a lot of the labels, the people behind it, the presidents and stuff like that. But when it comes to a lot of fashion, the houses and stuff like that, you don't know a lot of people behind them. Like you might know somebody who's like head of menswear, but you really don't know the nuts and bolts. You don't know what goes on behind it. So in our effort, we just wanted to create something where we can kind of like democratize fashion and give our opinion on it, and definitely speak to the Black perspective, because just like in any industry, Black people are always overlooked. The Black people are always used. We're kind of the creators. We're the chefs in the kitchen creating the sauce, and we just haven't patented a lot of ways. So we kind of wanted to highlight those dope Black designers, Black stylists, and those people behind the scenes, and just talk about relevant news to everything that is fashion and just culture in general. So
well said. So when we were talking about kind of like how we're going to kick off this podcast, one thing that was really important for me to do is to recognize what happened, a summer ago when the pandemic first started, and how all of these brands were putting up their little black squares.
Reparations.
And really trying to act like they were in solidarity with the Black community. And for me, it was really interesting to see specifically the fashion community and their reaction and what they were doing. That was something I was following closely, just as someone who back in the day was enamored with the Anna Winters of the world and things of that nature, but also like knowing the reality of what it was like to be a Black person working in those spaces. I was like, I wonder what Anna's gonna say. I wonder what Condé Nast is gonna change. So I was watching that really closely. And so we started to kind of look at like what was the timeline of, you know, how these different brands reacted when George Floyd was murdered, and, you know, did the commitments they made back in the day, like did those actually like come into fruition? Like that's what we started to look at. And so we looked at 3 brands. So we're gonna be calling some people out, and we're not gonna apologize. But so the first brand that we looked at was, and I'm sure no one will be surprised by this, is a European brand. I'm sure y'all are familiar with Moschino. And so I stumbled upon this article. It's a New York Times article. They conducted a survey. And so basically they looked at a bunch of different companies. So they were like either fashion brands or they were big retailers like Target, things of that nature. And they sent them just like an array of questions. And basically the purpose of the questions were to understand, you know, how diverse are they and how seriously are they taking changing the industry. And so one of these said brands, and let me just back up by saying when New York Times did this survey, of course, some brands answered the questions, some brands ignored the questions, some brands just released a statement. So they were kind of all over the place, like, and there were very few brands that were really committed to actually making change.
As we expect.
Yes. But when it came to Moschino specifically, their response was very interesting. And the reason why it was interesting to me is because of their background, their history. So this is the same brand that, you know, at their stores, you know, Black people go in and try to shop, and they would be following people around. They'd give them a code name, Serena. So this is a brand that, like, historically has been racist. So what was very interesting to me is that when they did this survey and they asked Moschino for a comment, Moschino declined to answer.
Of course.
And instead gave a statement and said, ending racism has been at the heart of our brand communication since its inception.
False.
So that was what they decided to put out.
Since its inception.
Since inception?
As in, like, Harriet Tubman and Moschino did a collab, like, when they first, like as in Moschino was marching with Dr. King. Like, since its inception.
Talking about a white European brand has wanted to end racism.
Moschino / the NAACP has wanted to, like, who the fuck is Moschino? When was their inception? Yesterday?
Like, it's like, that's not even like I don't even know what to call that. Like, that is wild. Like,
bruh, like, that's when you don't give a fuck about the lie. Like,
that is wild.
The lie is like so egregious that you like, let's go for it.
They ran for
let's
it.
Say Nat, let's say Nat Turner wore Moschino.
This is what happens when you have no Black people in the boardroom.
Since its inception,
you write ridiculous statements that aren't authentic at all. Like, you guys are like.
And when you think about it, I'm really not that shocked, because I also did some digging to see what they actually, like, at the time everyone was posting a Black square. It's like, what did Moschino do? And they posted a Black square and it said, liberty and justice, Black lives matter. That was the square.
I just want to say for the record that, like, I want to thank each and every brand that posted a Black square, because every time you post a Black square, a Black angel gets his wings. So thank you from the bottom of my Black ass heart to all the brands. Because did y'all feel the Black squares when they did your soul like get a little reparations? Like, look,
I heard every time they post a Black square, like a check went out to a Black person. We started getting reparations.
It was like the little ding, like you just felt it. Oh shit, Moschino.
Thank you for that.
Thank y'all for the Black squares.
If you haven't received your check yet, it's coming, just like the stimulus.
It's coming, the stimmy. Liberty and justice. The words that mean the most to Black people in America. Liberty and justice.
But also, like, that's kind of weird. Like, who wrote that? Because they're a European brand. Like,
a European.
Liberty and justice is kind of very, you know, all American type vibe situation. I won't get into all that, but like
somebody out there was like,
one of the forefathers
just
Ghost
put
wrote
something
that.
on the square. Just write something on the square. Make it in English. Make it American.
They sampled the Constitution.
They sampled it.
They got to give royalties to the.
oh my god.
Yeah, they did. It was a sample. They just blazed. They just blazed the black square.
They P Diddy.
They P Diddy the black square. This is the remix.
I cannot.
Okay, I like liberty and justice. Thank you, Moschino. I feel more liberated, and I feel the justice coursing
The
through my
justice
veins.
came.
I need a Moschino belt so I can feel more liberated.
Yeah, definitely.
Good for y'all and y'all black square.
Man,
Head ass.
clap for Mosquito one time.
Let's give a round of applause
I
to
see you.
Moschino.
Jeez.
At the end, since its inception, I thought I was doing something. They doing it.
I think I feel safer walking down the streets now.
Nigga,
That's
what?
as opposed
They
to
should have
police.
just given all the police in America Moschino belts.
They should have designed the uniforms, redid them.
Y'all welcome for that. We just alley-ooped you, Moschino. Go ahead and dunk that shit.
Wow.
Y'all designed the police uniforms, and since justice is at your core since your inception, we'll be safe then.
What was the brand that had the they had the police flag? There was some brand. I'm gonna have to come back. I might have to just drop that.
The
in
Blue
comments
Lives
or
Matter
something.
flag.
Yeah, but someone did like a brand did a design with that.
Interesting. I don't remember that one.
I'll have to drop that in the comments for folks
Okay.
because I
Probably-
definitely saw that.
Was it Abercrombie?
I cannot.
I'm fucking with you, Abercrombie. I think y'all had a black square too. So yeah, thank you for
We
that.
appreciate
Thank you for
you.
that.
We
That
appreciate
check.
your
All right,
revelations.
so I got another brand.
Okay.
This one is near and dear to somebody.
Okay. Who it is?
It's near and dear to somebody.
Who it is?
So y'all know Guess.
Who?
Guess.
Who?
Who?
Guess.
Guess who?
Who?
Guess who's coming to dinner?
So
Not niggas. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before I get to what happened,
Mm-hmm.
I got to go back to the Black Square again.
Okay.
So Guess is Black Square. They did a little bit more than most. I'm very actually proud of them for this.
Okay.
More than
Talk
liberty
that
and
shit,
justice?
Guess.
So I this is well written. Calling for change is not enough.
That's a fact.
We
Okay.
have to be a part of the change itself.
Wow.
Okay.
Over the past week, we have listened to our guest community
Mm.
and learned about opportunities that will make us better.
Take your time, Pastor.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's these conversations that are going to be the foundation of change and improvement. And we encourage further meaningful conversations. As part of our commitment, we will donate $1 million over the next 5 years.
Ooh, won't he do it?
So that was it's one of those little carousel deals. So that was
so we
slide
had
one.
Swipe to the
I
left.
gave multiple slides.
Swipe.
Ooh.
Guests will donate $100,000 annually to support the NAACP
Okay.
and will continue
Okay.
to work with this organization to develop long-term and lasting ways to have an impact,
Okay.
especially on its Los Angeles chapter and our community.
Mm-hmm.
Guests will also donate $100,000 annually to fund programs in Los Angeles
Mhm.
that support Black art,
Okay.
Black education, and
Okay.
Black culture.
Okay.
100K.
Together, we will educate our employees and continue to identify opportunities to stand in solidarity with the Black community.
Now I have a question. When they say identify opportunities, like what kind of opportunities?
Are you saying they identified an opportunity?
I would hope that they did. If they said it was going to identify at least an opportunity, I hope they identified.
Well, let's talk about a missed opportunity.
Okay.
If that's,
Okay.
we're talking about opportunity.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I don't know if y'all remember, but
Mhm.
around March
Mhm.
of this year,
Mm-hmm.
Guess put out a bag.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice little square bag.
Did it happen to be monochromatic? Like,
Yeah, it's
I like it.
monochromatic.
did it have like
Bag.
two straps?
Two straps.
I like a
Okay.
good.
I'm trying to envision it I'm trying to paint the
I
picture for you
can't,
guys,
but
you know.
it sounds beautiful. I can't. It sounds too beautiful to envision. It sounds genius.
And there was an embossed G.
Okay, that sounds fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it sounds pretty lit, right?
It sounds amazing.
It sounds like something no one else has done before.
That's-
or
or
And so,
we need like
The
the
bag-
thought bubble.
the the bag, of course, started to circulate. News of the bag. With social media, Twitter do your thing. Twitter do your thing.
Twitter did his motherfucking thing.
and everybody was like, cousin, because that joint looked familiar, boy.
Right. Hell yeah.
So people started to call. I guess they were like, "This looks a little like the Telfar bag, just a little."
A little. That thing was smack, dab, Telfar, take off the T, throw that ugly G on that joint, and called it a day. So you saying the opportunity they took?
They identified
it was an opportunity. Missed. It was missed.
Well, they took it.
No, they took
it like they take everything.
They took it in rain.
Yeah, they took the opportunity.
They took the first opportunity they could, because if one thing they got is audacity.
What they took is the T off the bag and put the G on that bitch. Like, all we gotta do is give the niggas $100,000 and we can take whatever we want.
Oh, man.
We gonna have everyone that can't get their hands on the Telfar giving their girlfriend a Gelfar, and nobody will be the wiser. The Gelly bag was about to do numbers in like downtown, in like over east in Baltimore. Like, that nigga was gonna have the Gelly if we let them get away with it.
Right.
Don't talk about Baltimore like that.
All my yos and all my dummies, I'm just playing with you. I fuck with you. I got family in Baltimore. We can't. DC had 992s.
Your family not playing Baltimore either.
Yeah, but DC had 992s and phone posits first. But I still love y'all, and I still fuck with club music. But y'all would have had the guest Telfar down over east.
Wow, I talked to my family about what you just said, but.
Said what I said.
So after this drama, after they got called out very publicly, they put out a statement, because love to put out a statement.
Did they put it on a black square? Because if not, then like,
yeah,
I can't even read things that's not on black square.
I mean, if it ain't on a black square, what we doing here?
I actually don't know how to read unless it's on a black square.
I need that contrast.
I need that contrast so I can see the reparations. It's helpful. Okay. What they put on the black square?
Solidarity?
I need to see the solidarity. I need to see the allyship. Yeah. Help me see it.
So basically, they said Signal Brands, the handbag licensee of Guess Incorporated, has voluntarily halted the sale of its logo totes.
Interesting.
That's the solidarity right there.
That's generous of them to volunteer to do it too.
Some on social media have compared the totes to Telfar Global shopping bags.
Like, so let me help y'all out, because I don't know if we're going to have subtitles for like language translations, but when racists say some people, they mean niggas. Continue. They probably mean the hard R, like niggers. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
When they say voluntary, that means that we got caught.
Yeah.
So we decided to backstep.
The more you know.
Signal Brands does not wish to create any impediments to Telfar Global success, and as such, has independently decided to stop selling the G logo tote.
So they're doing Telfar a favor.
Independently, too. They said independently, like we wasn't forced to. Let me also break down a little Sean Mel's in this messaging that's wild.
They're considering.
Never in the fucking history of Guess have I ever heard them feel the need to identify Signal Brands in their own fake ass bullshit backhanded apology for trying to run off with the swag. They still tried to cop a plea and put it off on Signal Brands, who works with Guess.
Some subsidiary that's really Guess.
It's Guess, man. Like, y'all niggas got caught red-handed and still couldn't owe us couldn't give us an apology.
Flipped it as if they're doing them
a fucking favor.
Like them joints wouldn't have flopped.
Let me say one thing. The only favor Guess can really do for the black community is go fuck themselves. We don't even need your fucking $100,000, that bitch ass $100,000 that y'all Guess could have gave way more money than that. They gave $200 down and said that's enough for us to steal the hottest shit that y'all got going in fashion right now. Like, the slap in the fucking face was wild, and the only reason I didn't feel that slap is because they didn't put it on a black square.
That's true.
Because it would have hurt. But luckily, it's just the black square.
Just the black square.
I'm really focused on this last line. Together, we will educate our employees and continue to identify opportunities to stand in solidarity with the black community.
You ain't been doing the education? That's all I can think of when I heard them. Like that, like Kanye just not pop out on them niggas. Like, you ain't been doing the education. How you gonna say some shit like that and then literally
do the opposite
with while you're talking? Like the other hand is just stealing the telephone. Like, we're gonna do our best. Got it, run.
Gosh, bro.
Like,
this is just like typical colonizer behavior.
It's the biggest colonizer.
Literally.
It's the smallpox blanket of fashion.
Oh no, not the smallpox blanket.
It is.
I like that.
We got y'all.
Basically.
Don't worry about nothing. We got you.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanks.
Giving out them
Goodness.
G's.
Them G bags.
Them G bags.
Yo, somebody find me a gelly, man. If someone can find me a Gelfar bag, I'll pay you like bottom dollar for it. Worst dollar, $1. I give you 50 cents for that joint for real. I give you a half-eaten lifesaver for that joint, bro.
I wonder if someone needs to check on eBay. See if somebody
For real, yeah. If somebody got one of the Gelfar bags on guy, like, bring me that joint. Sir, bring me that. Like somebody bring me that joint for real. Like, no funny. Like, if you find it, let me hold it.
That's a collector's item.
It is.
All right.
Like having a clan mask in your living room. Hey, if I see anybody in the streets with a Gelfar, I don't give a shit if you somebody's grandmother.
Flames
I am
on site.
roasting your ass. You're gonna get cooked.
Site.
You and you could be 80 years old. Your octogenarian ass gonna get flamed in front of her. Please burn a Gelfar if you have one. Please do not come out the house with a
that
G.
you even were bold enough to cop one.
If you come out the crib with a G,
have a thread on Twitter and be like, drop your Gelfar.
drop your gellies. Drop the gellies.
Drop the gellies.
Drop the gelly.
Your Gelfar bag fits.
Yo, if you got a gelly with the Confederate flag custom paint job on that
Blue
joint,
Lives Matter.
the Blue Lives Matter gelly, woo-hoo!
You next level.
You the belle of the racist ball at that joint, dog. You going to a Redskins game with the Grand Wizard of the Klan, like, sitting on the 50-yard line with the gelly.
Oh my God.
I like that shit. Yeah, live out loud, racist.
Let's jump into our third brand that we putting on blast. So this one is a big one. It's not even a brand.
Okay.
It's a retail giant that I have to admit I really like to shop at this place, y'all. So this is really hard for me.
Women in general love to shop at this
I go to this place. I go in to get one thing, and my whole cart is full. So y'all know I'm talking about Target. Target. So the Target drama starts actually with our girl Aurora James.
Shout out Aurora James.
Please come on the pod.
We love her. We love her.
We love you, Aurora James.
So she started this initiative called 15%, where she basically challenged a lot of major brands, fashion retailers, anyone in that industry, and just said, hey, we need y'all to do more for the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually had reached out to Target on multiple occasions to join the partnership. And she was in conversation with them, and the conversation ultimately went nowhere.
Okay.
So that's like an important place to start, because I really do believe that if you have somebody who is making this kind of what they do and they're experts in this area, bring them in as a consultant. Why not?
Right.
Pay them.
So they decided to take their own route.
Of course.
And in early April, they announced their commitment to Black folks. And so,
did they have a black square?
They probably had a black square at some point. I didn't even look at the black square. At that point, I was overlooking at them.
I was just gonna say if they did have one, then we could just end it right there. They did what they did. They got an angel
going up. The Reparations came. Another black person got a check, and we all good.
Yeah.
So they basically pledged to spend $2 billion on Black-owned businesses by 2025.
It's not bad. By 2025, $2 billion?
Which essentially means $500 million annually.
Okay.
And thanks to Diet Prada and Aurora James for like kind of bringing this to the surface, they drew some comparisons, which I feel like are pretty valid.
Okay.
And so one comparison was that, okay, they're pledging to spend $500 million annually. Meanwhile, they just pledged $4 billion annually to speed up shipping for Target.
Okay, cool.
So
They got the bread.
So they have the money.
they have the
Yeah.
money, and also I don't need Amazon quick shipping for my Target items. I really don't. Like, I order from Target, it comes in 2 to 3 days. It's cool. You can also pick it up at the store. Like, why do you need to invest $4 billion? $4 billion.
Well, because niggas is not an organizational priority.
Basically. They gave us a little bit.
Some additional
They put
context.
$500 a year in the nigga account.
Yeah, I got that. Man, hold that
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick.
put
Hold
it
that,
on
hold
the
that,
nigga
hold that,
books.
hold that.
But for the shipping, 4 B's.
Need that.
Some additional context, they have $92.4 billion in sales annually. So
I wonder how many of those is nigga sales.
that's
Because can we at least get back what we put in annually?
really
Because if we put it in, if we making you at least a B,
Yeah.
can we at least get back a B?
Yeah.
really important point. A really, really, really important
I'm
point.
just saying.
And so another thing that was interesting to me, and this is like, I don't know, you can say it's wordplay, you can say whatever you want to, but they pledged to increase the number of products from Black-owned businesses to more than 500 across, like the Target store.
number of
Products from Black-owned businesses.
right, the number of
And
actual items.
what someone pointed out was just like in one version of like a release, they kept it a little bit more vague, but then on the website it was saying products. And that's really important because you think about like a brand like Shea Moisture, which I don't think is really technically owned by a Black person anymore.
But
Anymore.
still,
But
at a point.
But Shea Moisture, and you think about like how many products they have. So, you know, they release things with like scents or whatever. Like this is the black castor oil line, and this is the whatever
each
mango
line,
lime
each
shit
line,
line.
they got like 7 or 8
Yeah,
products in that one.
exactly.
So they could
So-
easily have almost 100 SKUs for one brand.
Exactly. So if that's your commitment, that's not a human.
You could fill that up with 7 brands.
It's not a big
Yeah.
commitment.
They've committed that 500 million is way less than 1% of that 92.4 billion.
Yeah.
I just
did the math. It's literally like 0.000005.
okay, accountants.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
Sorry, y'all.
The Nigerian auntie
The
just
auntie
jumped
just
out of you.
jumped like
I was about to
crazy,
call the
man.
exorcist, bro. That
Hey.
auntie
I was about to go see.
jumped out.
I was about to go see if there was some jollof on the stove.
Right. It is now. That shit made itself. The auntie jumped out. I thought I was in trouble. Accountant.
Oh man.
Sorry.
And so they have like 2 other points here. So one was that they are going to spend more with Black-owned companies, including marketing agencies, construction companies, facility maintenance providers, and others. So I really love when people set goals that they actually give themselves, like make it a SMART goal. Like I learned that like what in like college. Like make it it's measurable.
Yeah.
You're saying you're going to spend more. What does that look like?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Because if you don't set like a standard or a benchmark as to like what is that going to look
some
like,
KPIs from y'all ass, man.
then I don't really care.
Yeah.
It
'cause
could
you
just be
can't-
just
you can't
words.
go back
You
and
need
look.
metrics.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't
What
go
you-
back and say,
what you
"Oh,
talking about?
what is a lot? A lot is
Right.
is subjective."
What if we
Put
watching
a-
the NBA finals and they like, how much does Phoenix Suns got? Oh, they got a lot. They got some. They got some points. They got some points. Like you have to quantify.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
You know what the B's are talking about when you need faster shipping. You know how to quantify that.
Right.
This amount of money so we can achieve shipping in
Yeah.
this many days.
Exactly.
You understand metrics then, right?
You understand logistics. You understand all that. So
Talk to me
Yeah.
nice.
And I think people are so scared that they'll miss the goal. Like if you set a goal and it's an ambitious goal and you have really made an effort and people can see you're making an effort, they will respect that.
And also
Yeah.
they'll respect if you come forward and say, we fell short of our goal this year.
This is what we're
And
going to do.
this is what we're gonna do next year. This is what we
Yeah.
got with all the efforts we got this far.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next year, we're so shook of publicity and taking an L that they rather just like fuck us some more.
right.
Because otherwise, like, what is there to take seriously about this? The next bullet was establish new resources, including the Ford Founders, which I will say I don't know a lot about the Ford Founders program, but it's a program designed to engage with Black entrepreneurs early in their startup journey and to help them grow and scale their businesses in mass retail. So I like the sound of that,
Sounds nice.
but once again, not really any metrics here.
Yeah, I just want to even if they do that and they help some people, I want to know what the goal was in the first place. Because if y'all help y'all being targeted, because I know y'all watch this sneaky ass. Check it. So it's like, but saying like if Target highlights on their Instagram say 3 Black entrepreneurs, people gonna go crazy for the shit. But what was the objective? Were you supposed to help 20? Were you supposed to help? If you don't tell us that, then we're just gonna applaud the crumbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they're intentionally.
They don't want to be held.
They don't want to. Exactly.
Yeah.
Accountability is what they're avoiding.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just think that it also is it's a lack of intention, and maybe that's why it took them so long to. But you took all that extra time to not work with Aurora James,
right?
I assumed you were taking that time to make sure this is really well thought out.
Yeah,
and that you had all your details together. You said, okay, in year 1 we're doing this, year 2 we're doing this, year 3 you're doing this. Like that's how people plan things in the business world. So bring that same intention
energy
to this.
The name of Aurora James program had a quantity in the title. It scared the fuck out of those white people.
Pledge.
It was very concrete and concise. This is the 15%.
Put up or shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
Get down or lay down.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, which I respect to the highest degree, but like which shook the fuck out of them.
Right.
Either out of greed or unpreparedness or both.
And I will even say that, like, I know that this happens a lot where it's like, people will make a commitment to bring in black brands and things like that. And sometimes there won't be enough, or sometimes they don't have the resources to scale. Okay, still make the commitment and then bring in the additional commitment to help those companies scale, to give them the resources that they need.
Right.
Because you should... Like, you're seeing that, you realize that the things are uneven. There's a reason why it's that way.
Right.
That's also your learning journey, your learning process to understand that, like, yo, shit is fucked up. We got to do something about it.
Right. I mean, it's just like they know, they just don't care. It's just that simple. Like they're not aware. Like they know what's going on. Because most of these brands just don't care because they think that they can continue
move without consequence. Yeah, they can move without consequence. And if they do face consequence, it's like insignificant to them because they bringing in 94 Bs.
That's what I'm saying.
So like, what can you do to 94 Bs that doesn't actually give a fuck about black people, and that if to get whatever they can get out of it, they can easily just be performative and say that's enough. Like, how do you convince them to give a fuck about people who the country itself has never gave a fuck about?
That's why we have to buy black as much as possible everywhere.
Very point blank.
So look at WeBuyBlack.com. They have a lot of stuff that are similar to Target, the type of stuff. I would go on that website.
Toothpaste, toilet paper, like regular household items.
Like, look on that website and try to get as much black owned things as you can.
I agree.
Most definitely.
Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about some news that has happened.
All right.
I think let's start with you want to start with Chrissy Teigen?
All right.
Okay. So recently,
Chrissy Teigen, come on the pod, by the way. Please, Chrissy Teigen, come on the pod. Chrissy Teigen is fantastic.
She's hilarious.
So there's a designer named Michael Costello. He took to Instagram to kind of like speak about how his personal experience basically being bullied by Chrissy Teigen, alleging her harsh treatment drove him to contemplate suicide. Now, before we do this, mental health is definitely not nothing to joke with, and that's nothing we play about. But you also have to understand that people kind of use it as a shield because it's not anything to play about.
Right.
So, then Chrissy Teigen kind of attacked Michael Costello over claims of what he said were Photoshop racist remarks, essentially resulting in what he describes as being blacklisted in the industry. Like, he's just saying that he has a difficult time trying to get work and things like that. And he was like reaching out to Chrissy Teigen because Chrissy Teigen was on his ass.
Because it's hard being a racist. Damn, that's all I feel for you, bro. Yeah, like damn.
So Chrissy Teigen was basically pulling all her weight around to make sure he wasn't getting no work, and he was like basically trying to use the hey, I've been going through stuff and been contemplating suicide, would you please back off? And Chrissy was just like, nah, I'm not backing off.
It's so hard being a racist, but I feel so bad for her. They should do a GoFundMe or something.
Oh, they got plenty of GoFundMe's.
Uh-huh.
And then so Michael Costello, what he got trouble for was calling a model, Maxie J, calling her the N-word. And then Maxie J actually commented and said that that's not even the whole story. Like, so he called her the N-word twice, once online and once in person. And he was able to get hey, he doubled down.
Yo, he doubled down.
So, and then after that, she said that he was able to get a PR team to turn around and to claim it as Photoshop. But then a year later, I see him in a fabric store. He calls me the N-word to my face. We had a whole fist fight in the fabric store and everything.
Oh, my man.
I didn't even know this man, and I was brand new to the industry. He continued to bully me 7 years ago, and now he want to claim victim. He needs to chill. Drama king at his finest. That was her.
Wow.
That was her comment under the
I just, you know,
the Fashion Bomb Daily
when
post.
you are a woman hitting racist, it's like so difficult to when Chrissy Teigen bullying you and shit. Like, what the fuck is my man talking about? Why does he think that Chrissy Teigen is bullying him when he did the shit?
I mean, you know, they dish it
anything.
out, but they can't take it, bro. It's that simple, bro.
Did he cry? You think he cried? Like,
Oh, he definitely cried. The thing is, he didn't cry because of like anything he did. He cried because his bottom line was hurting. Like, that's the only
That's what
time
I'm
white
saying.
people start caring is when their bottom line's hurting. That's when you really
that's
see
when he's the
remorse.
victim.
Yeah,
That's when Chrissy Teigen is bullying him.
but I want to see that footage. I hope she like gave him like a nice like 2-piece of a
I
biscuit.
bet she-
Like,
I hope
she was like buying the weed. Like, what the what? Like,
I hope you
like-
hit him with the Mayweather shoulder.
yes, like a shoulder clinch that joint. Nah, so you can't get none of this.
Right. I hope she really hit him with the Mayweather.
And respect the Maxie J squaring up with this
Yeah.
dude, bro. What?
Absolutely.
Hey.
I feel like Chrissy did something on her social where she just kind of pulled like a Tabitha Brown like moment where she kind of was
Oh,
just
she
like,
had like a fire.
like I hope you get the help that you need. Like I feel like because she was like she said I'm getting the help I need.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she put that in her comment. I don't have it handy, but I remember reading that and being
Man.
like, all right,
I don't know who the fuck Michael Costello is, and you just call it ignorance or whatever. But on that matter, I'm gonna stay ignorant because I don't want to know who. I don't give a fuck.
I don't really
about him
care. I don't want
Yeah.
to dig into him
at
nothing
all.
like that.
Like I hope that nigga can't open a pizza shop. On God.
I'm just glad now with social media we have ways to like, you know, hold people accountable online
Right.
and stuff like that because you know this has always happened behind the scenes. Black people
Absolutely.
get called nigga every damn day with the I, with the A, with the E, the hard joint, with the ER, whatever.
Yeah.
Black people get called it all the time, but
That's a
now
fact.
it's like, you know, with the internet, you can get a little loose at the mouth and saying online, and now it's like we got you,
Yeah.
caught your ass right in 4K,
Yeah,
like.
yeah, the receipts.
And we ain't really got to mess with you no more because what you don't understand, bro, it's a lot of clothes out there, especially made by white people. So it's like if it ain't one white person, it's the next white person, bro. So, but anyway, we shopping black,
and it's
so I
none
don't
of them
care
for real. So you really sure at this
anyway.
point.
Yeah,
Beyonce stepped out with a telly. It's a wrap for all y'all.
it's a wrap. wait till she get a Brandon Blackwood. It's over.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's one of the things. Is just talking about how like, you know, it's just so weird. Like racist people just have so much audacity, dog. Like to do this, try to like escape from it, then to use like mental health as a shield.
As a shield, when
You
it's
are
really
s-
people,
you're
it's really
sick.
people
You're
that's
sick.
actually like
Michael
going
Costello,
through things.
you're nasty. Like there's people out there with true mental health
Absolutely.
problems, and I feel like you're playing with it, and that's not cool
Yeah.
at all.
There's always a mental health problem to excuse like bigotry and racism. It always comes down to what you've been through. Don't nobody give a fuck what you've been through, dog. And don't nobody give a fuck about your clothes, whatever they may look like. Like, it's a wrap for you. Like, to be honest, like Chrissy Teigen is bullying me is the stupidest thing I've ever heard anybody say. Like, have you ever even like literally seen Chrissy Teigen? Like, she's like a funny, silly person. Even online, she's like that. You did something,
Mhm.
and it was racist. Right? Like, that's it.
I mean, you made your bed, go ahead.
You
lie
gotta
that shit.
sleep, boy. What you doing?
Like we gonna lie in it. So
Mm.
yeah, that's just something I saw that I felt like we should talk about and discuss, just because that's just something black people deal with any industry. But shout out to Maxie J
Yeah.
for throwing hands.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
we're not gonna put his name in the captions or nothing. Just,
Nah. He good. Second, let's talk about the BET Awards.
Been waiting.
Black Entertainment Television. So, we recently had the BET Awards this month, and with any award show comes a red carpet, of course. And who better to discuss red carpet than myself and Dima Esan?
There was some
black people,
some hots and
dressing up,
some
looking clean on the scene.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it then.
Looking real serene. Let's get it.
Okay, bars.
Okay, so we're gonna do some superlatives.
All right.
Let's start off with best dress.
That's unanimous.
Actually, do you want to go best dress first or last? Do we want to lead with love?
Nah, because everybody that's unanimous.
We already know who best dress is.
Best dress is definitely Nas X. On both fits, but the joint that was fire was the joint with the embroidery and the pearls and all that. Like that was extravagant as hell. That was
Richard
wild.
Quinn. That was flawless.
Right. That's opulence.
That was the one for me. That was the one for me. Like
that's like if your suit was a Fabergé egg, bro. It looks wealthy. That's a wealthy suit. Yo, he killed it.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
He understood the assignment, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Red carpet. I bet. Watch what I do.
He murked it. Like that's the fly. That's fly shit I've seen.
We have a consensus for best dress, man. Go ahead, Lil Nas X,
Thank
man.
you.
Because I don't know. We're not gonna always have consensus on this podcast.
Yeah, we surely will not.
We all love different stuff. We all have different styles. So shout out to Lil Nas X. You got a consensus, bro.
People united.
All right. Let's go room for improvement. Who's he's saying who's your
my room for improvement? My room for
improvement
improvement was the honoree of the night. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my favorite rappers, Queen Latifah.
Okay.
I liked the Tom Brown. I was feeling it, but I feel like the styling was like a little like lacking of like impact, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see like some of the runway shows at the time when you see like they do that, especially with the black and white, it's impactful, you know what I mean? Like as black and white can be. Shout out to all the black squares with the white text and the reparations. But like I think for the way she wore it or she was styled by her stylist, it was a little like high fashion if Miss Trunchbull from Matilda wore it. You feel me? Like it was like the way they styled it. The way they styled it.
It was giving Puss in Boots vibes.
It was the way they styled it. It was like she could have pulled off a better jump. I kind of blame the stylist. Like I think they could have just given her some different like, you know what I'm saying, vibes with the fit, accessorized it away, done something. But you know, it needs improvement, but it wasn't like on the worst list at all to me.
Okay.
And also like it's Queen Latifah. Like she not.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, Tom Brown. Better thank LeBron James because I feel like LeBron James, like when they wore them suits to the finals, that really like put a lot of people on the Tom Brown.
It put a lot of us on the Tom Brown. Yeah, my man was they wasn't trying to market it to us at first. Yeah, so maybe LeBron helped that marketing. Because they didn't pay for those. I don't think did he pay for those Tom Brown suits. Or did Tom Brown pay for those Tom Brown suits?
I mean, I'm guessing Tom Brown.
Yeah, I think
because the whole Cleveland team,
the whole squad had.
So
yeah.
So
that was their foray into the urban market. So
they got a little taste of this.
Yeah,
the black people. That was like, oh, word, they paying like that.
I heard the niggas are buying Gucci like hotcakes.
All right, and Dima, who you got room for improvement?
So I'm thinking, there were just a lot of outfits where I was just like, it's just giving me, it's like, and so I feel like I want to say like either Saweetie, or
Saweetie, come on the pod.
Yeah, Saweetie, come through the pod
today.
At first I thought that Big Lotto's outfit was crazy, but Esan actually said something that like made me kind of like feel like she was trying to do something different.
Oh, Big Lotto. Okay.
And I kind of started to see the vision more. Like basically her outfit, it was like she's wearing all the Jessica Rabbit colors.
Right. With the purple,
but just like in different like or a different order, basically. Okay. So something about that was like very avant-garde and like different that she was trying to do, I guess. So I have some respect for that.
Right.
Those are probably like the two that stick out to me. Saweetie, I just was like, I feel like if that outfit was executed a little bit differently, like she looked too much like a genie. Like it was just like
you gave both of them Disney characters. You said Jessica Rabbit and a genie.
It was just
wow. Oh, never had a friend like me, head ass. Oh man.
Yeah, my room for improvement was Saweetie with that purple Dolce & Gabbana. I think it was just something missing there. Like I like how she went with like the big train. That's definitely screams like red carpet, but something was just missing. Like I don't know. It was cool, but it didn't hit. Like when I first saw that, I was just like, damn. Like I think because it was photographed well, but actually when I got into
one shot of that joint that was fire.
She had one shot.
Like it was out of an ad campaign,
and then the rest were just like
the photographer was like down here, like a 45-degree angle on the ground on one knee. Because the way she looked taller. It was like that shot was crazy.
Whoever shot that,
that photographer, that's somebody that understood the assignment. That photographer killed that joint. Because when I seen it head on, I was like, oh, that's the same fit?
Yeah. I think it was something missing.
Yeah,
something missing.
Okay, those are decent. I can agree with those.
Let's go worst dress.
Okay.
Worst dress.
All right.
Oh boy. Who wants to start?
I'm gonna go every like man except for Nas X and like maybe Kirk Franklin, but he just like played it safe for the Kirk Franklin suit. But like I feel like almost every rapper for sure. Every rapper was the worst dressed. Like I don't know these niggas. They was going to like the '96 Source Awards or what. The looks was crazy. Migos came in like the leather matching fits with the different leathers and shit.
That was the What was it? It was in Bottega.
It was Bottega. Yeah. It was Bottega. Like the green fits on the Migos. Like it looked like it was a Migos video, but it didn't look like it was the red carpet of anything. The baby, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what state they were in, but he came from somewhere cold and shit.
And he was giving Little Bird.
He definitely had on like the coat of the nigga that fell down the sewer and it, like the yellow, like it was like that jump on a black fit. I don't know what he was trying to do, but he ain't do it, I don't think. And then Little Baby, he had on like the safest.
Yeah,
for sure.
Little Baby looked like he was about to go to a show.
Yeah, Little Baby egregiously do nothing.
Nah.
But I will say that those Amiri jeans that him and the Baby and Soulja Boy had on are like the new rapper jeans, like the same one pair.
They've been
with the Playboy leg on the side. Like everyone has the same pair. Mike Amiri got y'all because like y'all are all wearing the same
you
jeans.
hear him in every verse. Mike.
Yeah, that's how he got y'all. Because he made like one pair apparently. Y'all all got the same jeans on this season. So good. Shout out to Mike Amiri. But y'all were all the worst dressed male rappers. Kirk Franklin, I respect the Rich Fresh suit, black owned. It was a safe move, so he don't get points for it. But he ain't want to go out egregious either.
Man, shout out Rich Fresh. Don't do that. That's my dog.
No. It was a safe move. That's what I'm saying. It was a safe move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Who's your?
So I'm going to talk about the ladies because Esan has already dragged the men through the men.
I ain't dragging. I ain't dress them. I would not have had them looking like that.
So, it really, really pains me to say this, y'all. It really it's so painful because this woman she's just phenomenal. But
whoa,
Sierra,
whoa.
sis. What were you thinking?
Oh, you talking about Mrs. Wilson like that?
And that the matching belt with the circular loop.
Yo, don't talk like that about Miss Wilson.
Oh, it was just really sad to see.
Do you think Russell liked it?
Russell likes anything his woman does.
Okay,
that relationship is.
So when she asked Russell, should he have just told the truth or not? Like, let's get into the relationship aspect of this real quick.
I don't know what their relationship is like.
I'm talking about your opinions.
Oh,
if your woman come out and she's Sierra and she wears that and she says so, and we all see the shit, you know what it looks like. What do you say?
So, and
pay attention, fellas.
Well, okay, this is the thing. The difference is she's going to an award show and someone picked it up. So she's just seeing it then and it looks crazy. There's nothing she can do
What
unless
is he saying, Dima?
he says, "Babe, you look beautiful."
That's exactly. Somebody told her, "Babe, you look beautiful," and that's what the fuck happened. That's how she ends up in that position.
But if it
the
were
stylist said it, he
earlier
said
on
it.
in the process, you should have been like, "No,
Right.
no."
Nah, somebody told. It might not have been him. It might have been someone else told her that shit was fire, and that's what happened. You got everybody have friends that'll tell you when the shit's not fire. Please, those are the friends that really care about you.
Yeah.
Don't get a yes man in here having you out here looking crazy. But it's okay. Who's your
Coil Ray?
That's gonna be my second one.
wasn't feeling cool?
What the hell was you wearing, dog?
My second one.
I just looked at the outfit. I said, why? Like, what possessed you?
You wasn't feeling coy?
No. Bro, that is a regular day fit, dog.
Coy wasn't killing the game, killing the red carpet game. What was her fit? Like, I mean, break it down for me.
It was like some cargos, and then she had like a very like almost like non-existent like top, and that was it with like
the cargo pants.
With the cargo pants.
Well, maybe that was like red carpet cargo.
Nah,
they wasn't.
Nah, they were not red carpet cargo, bro. She don't even know. Like you don't know what red carpet is. Like that outfit showed me you don't know.
Let
what
me
red
see
carpet
what she probably
is.
look fire. You probably a Coil Ray hater.
I see why she don't go to no more parties in LA.
She look like she's about to go to a party on The Fifth Element though. Does she look like she could be in The Fifth Element?
She really does. I love that movie.
She like she was gonna move like this or some shit. Like I was a futuristic tank top. That tank top was made for people that had like more than 2 arms. It had mad holes and shit. Like it was futuristic.
Bro, that joint was wild. So
Bruce Willis, come on the pod.
Last category was thought it was. Who's your, thought it was fit? You just like, boy, you
thought like you was feeling it, bro.
You thought you came in that thing.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, you wanna go? Go
ahead.
I was gonna go with everybody's favorite rapper that has one flow, and that's the Baby. Like my man, really, I know he felt like the yellow coat was it.
Sesame Street.
I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was not it. He had on the black, he was like a black line in the middle of the yellow. He looked like a caution sign, like with the triangle with the exclamation. Like, I was just like, is that the emoji? He looked like the cuidado, like the careful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a vibe. And also, everyone else dressed as if they were many others dressed as if they were in like at least a kind of warm weather environment. And he dressed like he was coming from Fargo. Like the coat looked heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it looked so heavy that you got to use like a ghetto, like a hood where it looked it heavy. The coat looked it heavy. Yeah.
That coat was his statement piece.
What statement was you making?
It gave the wrong statement.
He looked like the girl on the Morton salt box with the umbrella. Is that the joke? Whatever brand with the other. He's about to splash in a puddle.
Yeah, nah.
That was the worst. That was like
he was overheating.
Only the baby in the car.
And Dima, who was your thought it was?
They thought it was. They thought they stepped
They really
out the
thought
house.
like they was doing something, but
It's them together.
Okay.
And
Them
it's
together.
both
Together.
of them city girls.
Ooh. Twerking ladies.
I was about to say it's not time for the twerking ladies.
Twerking ladies. They violated.
I also feel like they're always hit or miss. And when they hit. I'm like, yes, yes. You know, I was looking at the pictures and be like, yes, but
What was the fits? Like, what was wrong with it? I don't remember the city girl.
they were just like kind of prom dresses, but like slinky, body hugging prom dress situation. Sequins here, a little bit of skinny here.
City girls at the prom.
Yeah. It just like, it was just nothing to hit home about, and they really thought, oh, they're cute, and I'm just like,
they thought they jumped out the window with it.
Yeah, it was just real basic.
Yeah, my thought it was. It hurts me to say this because I love the way this woman sings, but Jennifer Hudson, you in this belt, dog.
What did Jay have?
Bro, you did not see like this gold metallic belt on her, dog.
I didn't see it. It's a belt that made it bad.
Bruh, that belt just like
Was it like a championship? Like what
Looked
kind
like
of
a
belt?
brace,
I don't even,
Let me
bro.
or
it,
like
it looked crazy, dog.
like a Grammy.
It looked like one of them
Grammy.
looked like one of them
A
waist
Grammy?
cinch joints. Like it was gold metallic. It was like everything else. The rest of her fit was black. Like
Was there a lock and key on that joint?
yes,
too?
it was like
It was like a chastity belt. Let me
bruh,
see this jump. Oh, okay.
bro.
She looked like she got on a gilded waist trainer, dog. This jump look like a
Bruh.
24 karat waist trainer. It's hard to be though, but just not in that use.
No,
It would be hard in like a music video of some sort, I think. But like this use is very strange.
it was very strange. So
I love her though.
yeah, that was tough. But I love Jennifer Hudson.
I love Jennifer
her.
Hudson.
I love her.
But
as
that
well.
belt,
I love
just,
Jennifer Hudson, yeah.
I didn't love that belt. So
It
it's
is-
not you, it's the belt. Okay,
Yeah.
It does have a lock and key. I thought y'all niggas would play.
that's bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Is that really how you gotta put it on? If you lose the key, you can't take off your Wonder Woman joke.
I
Bruh.
cannot.
Hey, what if you really gotta turn the key to take your belt off?
So yes,
I'll tell you one thing.
overall, I just think no. Go ahead. Sorry,
I was just gonna say. I'll tell you one thing. Like, I appreciate the effort. You know what I mean? Because my biggest gripe is like people don't even try to,
That's what I was about to say.
Like it's all like jokes aside. Like I appreciate people taking our shit seriously
Yeah.
enough that you do want to pull off like a crazy like couture looking like fit. Like I appreciate that.
That's why I feel
I appreciate
about Big
Lotto.
Lotto.
Yeah, that's my feeling about Lotto.
And I was like, I
She went
agree
for
with you
something
said
that
that.
Katy Perry or Lady Gaga, somebody might kind of go for on the red carpet. Like she was
Right.
trying to go for that,
Right.
and so it like. Even if the execution wasn't like all the way there, it's like I appreciate the sentiment about the BET Awards that like this is the red carpet where you show out.
because there was just a lot of just regular ass fits.
Yeah, and that's why the rappers all of them are the worst dressed to me because you know what I'm saying. I've seen rappers wear like tuxes and stuff to the Grammys or like fly clothes. Like y'all really just came like you came from the set of a video,
Set of the video.
and it looks stupid to be honest. Like so, I respect that a lot of like we are putting a little respect on our award show.
A lot of them dresses was just regular, bro. Like they ain't really like. It was just like
The effort's important.
Yeah.
We'll do
Yeah.
we'll do better.
Like you really like. It's like the red carpet's your opportunity to be like, yo, show out. Like that should be a fit that you probably would never wear. Like there's like a specific category of like red carpet fits. So it's like I'm looking at dress. I'm like, bro, you could wear that to your birthday party. You could wear that to a nicer outing or something. Or that might be like the BT after party. Like
Yeah, I feel
dress.
right.
But
There
like,
was some after party fits on there.
But like for the red carpet, it's like, bro, you gotta come with some
Right.
shit. Like
Okay.
come with that work. Like
yeah, that's a fact.
so. Yeah, man. Dude.
Nas X understood the assignment is
Yes.
the phrase of the evening.
Dude.
Nas X and only Nas X for
the
real.
rest of y'all do better, man. But like I said, even those people who were like almost room for improvement, we appreciate y'all because y'all tried. Y'all were right there. Like
Did
it
y'all-
just didn't quite hit, but you were on the right track.
Yep.
So
Did y'all ever play that game, Jet Set Radio Future? It was like for Sega Dreamcast where you like rollerblading around the city in the future and shit. Okay. Cola Ray looked like one of the dog. She looked like that's what I was trying to think of. She looked like if you like look Google Jet Set Radio Future. It was all these little like crazy futuristic anime Japanese characters like skating around Tokyo on
She was
rollerblades.
posing like that too.
If she had rollerblades on, look, bong, that's the dance. They dance just like that in that game. Oh God, Cola Ray, Jet Set Radio Future might be a reboot, a movie perhaps. You know what I'm saying? Cut me in because that's a good idea. She looks slammed like a video game character.
yeah, so yeah, that's I think that's good enough for the news right now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Esan, what we got next, man?
We want to do hot or not.
How to not?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hot or not? What's a hot or not category? We did tabby, so
Mhm.
I think you got. You want to do two or one?
let's do one hot or not.
One do a hot or not? Okay. Do we want to judge Kanye or do we want to talk about the stilettos, Crocs in the club?
Let's talk about stilettos, Crocs in the club. Let's talk about it. Okay, first of all, best Stilettos remix ever is Lil Wayne all time. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to that shit. Second of all, what in the entire hell possessed who is this Balenciaga to put a heel
on a Croc?
To what event do you wear it? Perhaps the BET Awards if you're Coyle Ray, but like, where would you wear a heeled Croc? This is like an actual heel from like a dress shoe,
bro. And that heel don't look strong.
It does not look stable.
It looks so scary. I was like, oh.
Where do you wear that to?
Bruh, like. The funny thing is, like, Marcus Prime drew it on one of his like characters. People thought like Balenciaga and Crocs like copy him. He was like, no, I got it from him. Like, right. This is an actual like shoe, and I'm just like, is this? I feel like honestly, bro, this is just like for like clicks.
It's a
like,
gimmick.
They're not actually gonna make this shoe.
I think they are gonna make it, but I think it's a gimmick.
You guys think they're really gonna make it?
Absolutely,
they're gonna make
absolutely. It. Like some of the stuff that like Vetman and like some of these brands make, it doesn't even make sense. Like the sleeves are like down to your ankles, but they actually make the joints. Like they just make it. Like it's like people want to wear shit from a runway in real life. Like that's the vibes right now. People want to wear impractical.
We rocking Croquettos, ho.
It's definitely it's the Croquettos. You know what I'm saying? That's a knot. That's a big knot.
I wonder what that heel is made out of. It looks like literally like the bottom of like a tripod or some shit like that.
It's made out of designers who have run out of ideas. That's what it's made out of. That shit is stupid. It makes no sense. I don't see that. I don't even see like the camp or like the kits. Like I don't see none of that. It's not even worth.
What if it's like those like Heeley shoes where
you could tuck it in, but you gotta tuck your arch in because that Croc is warped. Like it's like a heel shape.
What if it were a wedge or like a thicker heel?
Yo, first of all, if personally, respectfully, I don't give a fuck if it's a Croc or not. Which wedge? Why? Wedge for what? What we wedging? Who? Come on, bruh. We better than this. A Croc wedge?
That would have been terrible.
A Croc? You already wedging.
There's some cute wedges.
Hey, listen. I don't mind the wedges. That's me.
I mean, there are a lot of ugly wedges, but there also are I have some cute wedges.
Okay, go off, sis.
Offended.
Okay.
How did we get here? I didn't realize it was gonna be wedge slander.
There's always gonna be wedge slander.
Now I understand kitten heel slander, but there actually have been some interesting like kitten heel variation things I've seen recently.
You're going hard for Team Auntie right now. Are we at that stage in life?
I think
but I understand because sometimes everybody can't wear the heels that wedges the functionality. I understand that.
But okay, so you a kitten heel like advocate?
Did I say kitten heel? I said wedge.
No, she moved on she went deeper into the pool. Like she said even some cute kitten heels.
Yeah, I don't know about the
I said
heels.
there are some like you're thinking.
Yeah, you said
that. some like SOME like 4.
You're
like
thinking about a 90s or 2000s interpretation of a kitten heel.
But I mean, break it down. What you saying? What's the interpretation?
There are kitten heels that are like decent now.
I'm gonna give you
decent the bar.
So this is
I mean they're never gonna be phenomenal. It's a
so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you an assignment. You gotta come at a later episode, maybe episode 3, episode 4. You better bring some good looking kitten heels. We're gonna put them on hot or not. That's gonna be a hot or not.
I have to personally wear them.
Nah, you don't have to personally wear them.
You just have to bring the options.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
You personally wear them. Because if you personally wore them, it would mean you actually believed what you were saying. So you don't have to do that. But what? Like I'm saying, if I said some dresses high, I'll wear them on the pod.
I have some nice kitten heels. I have one pair that are pretty dope.
Y'all heard it here first.
She's found one pair that's pretty dope. Out of all the kitten heels that's out there, she found one pair, and she out here trying to sell us.
I will concede to one pair. I feel like one pair is all I need to see to prove me wrong. So y'all stay tuned. Whatever subsequent episode, y'all keep track of how long it is before you see the kitten heel.
Y'all lucky I can't wear heels because I'll be wearing heels on the pod every single episode.
I respect it. The sneaker game is still heavy. Y'all like the Pharrells? I'm a fan. Okay, let's go for another hot or not. Just one more.
Okay.
Do we got time for another hot knot?
Can't tell.
Hey, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
So we got the Kanye and his the first jacket that we had. Can I get this right now?
I'm sorry.
So we
Go
got
ahead. I'm sorry. Let's go straight
Kanye in the
Kanye.
first look of his Yeezy Gap collab.
Hefty.
He has this blue jacket. He actually wore the black one to the Balenciaga show for Fashion Week. So are we liking it hot or not? Kanye in his blue Gap Yeezy collab.
You know that bag? You know, like the bag that is like, it's like a scented trash bag.
Hey, yo.
He looked like he. This man looked like he took a scented trash bag, and like he looked like he smelled like artificial lavender.
Bro,
Like-
that it looks cheap.
It looks very. It looks not only
very
cheap, but it looks plastic. It looks unformed. Like it looks like someone tried to mold it and just gave up halfway through. Like it's jacket enough. It's devoid of, just if you haven't seen, it's devoid of cuffs, collars, fasteners. It is literally like a
Like a Missy Elliott video.
yeah. It's like a Missy Elliott video in like a nasty blue. And like the black one does look even more like it was a collab with Hefty.
It's like off recycle bin blue.
Off recycle bin blue is accurate. Oh, I applaud that. That's fantastic. It's an off recycle bin blue.
It's a minimalist jacket. Doesn't have much to it.
That's nice. That's a nice way of saying that. It looks like maybe
Belongs in the trash.
right.
Basura.
Yeah, it literally looks like it would be of better use collecting refuse in a waste bin. Like it looks like you can use it for an actual trash bag. He's trying to tell us something. Like we need to listen. It looks like an actual receptacle.
It's a deeper meaning.
Yeah, like what if we made it look like a trash bag? Was that the meeting? Because I feel like that was the meeting.
I don't know, bro, but this wasn't it.
I get a call like, "Where are you, Yeezy? Where's Kanye?" That was like nice with the
Collecting
fashion.
hefty bags.
My man was that jacket.
sample.
That jacket is so ugly. Kanye accessorized it at the Balenciaga show by covering his entire head with a mask. He knows the jacket ugly. He ain't want to be seen with his own shit. Where are you, Yeezy? Call me, bro. Like, let's talk about it. What are you going through? This the man that made the Air Yeezys at Nike.
Man, a different point in his life, different muses in his life. Whatever you was on back when you was making them Air Yeezys, whatever you was eating, where you was living,
Yeezy?
whatever drugs you was doing, please get back to
Where
that.
are
'Cause I
you?
need those. I need that. I need that.
I don't care about what you said to Taylor Swift, dog. None of us care. Come back. Stop making jackets out of trash bags, please. We can't wear that shit.
So
We cannot.
that's all I got for the hot or not segment.
That's it. That's all.
So we want to thank you guys, man. This is our maiden voyage, the first episode. You know,
Maiden voyage.
Oh man, Chuks smooth with the. Woo!
yeah.
Woo!
That was the top.
This
But
our
no, we
maiden
want to
voyage.
thank y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you know, y'all here with us. We appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, share. This is episode 1. You guys are the day ones, so rock with us, bro, for real. Chukwuemeka, Dima, Esan, and we here, man. Always, we here.
Put it on a black square so I can read it.